Wow, I'm so good at 3D modeling. What if I tried modeling in Blender? So, you want to know how to export your models from Rec Room. For this, you're going to need Blender, Rec Room, obviously, Meshroom, which I'll leave a link in the description, OBS, 2 monitors, and I suggest one of them having a 16:9 ratio. Your computer doesn't need to be that powerful, trust me. My computer is 13 years old, and it does not support Windows 10. I won't show you how to install any of the apps, because, First up is scanning. You'll need OBS and Rec Room for this step. So go in Rec Room and search for SP 3D scanning. Side of the guide. Oh fuck, I hit the... After that, you can go ahead and place your invention in the guide. I have a couple of tips. First of all, make sure your model is pretty much centered inside of the guide. Make sure there's no clipping on the model. And make sure there aren't any moving parts on the invention. Then after that, follow this path, enable streamer cam, and set it to scan rotate with these settings. But Slime Puppy, can't you just take all the photos in Rec Room and download them from RecNet? Now you could do that, but it would take a really long time. But if you just have like a headset or a mobile device, you could take photos and download every single photo on RecNet. I suggest taking from 100 to 200 different photos from a lot of angles. Next, you want to go into OBS, set a new sources game capture, specific window, and Rec Room's Unity secondary display, or Rec Room if you're using VR. And with that, it should show like a white screen. Then go in settings, output, and make sure you set recording path to where you're going to have your project for the 3D scan. And now you're ready to scan. You can start the recording in OBS and then click this button right here. Open up Blender and start a new video editing project. Here you want to click the add button and then movie, and then go and find the video you recorded earlier. After that, you can delete the audio channel from it. Doesn't matter, but I prefer to. Now, using this bar up here, try to find the exact moment where the screen turns into the scanning part. For example, right here. Right click on the channel, then click split. Do the same thing at the end. So and then you can delete the excess right here. For this part, I suggest turning on snapping up here. You have to move this to the start here, and then change the end again to the new number, 229. After that, go into the preview tab here and change the editor type to image editor. From here, you can go on the right. In here, you can set the output. What you want to do is set the same output as the recording you made earlier, and then set the file format here to PNG. Finally, go up on the top left, click render, then render animation. It's going to start to make every single image. This will take a minute or two. The render, you can go check. It should have made about 200 images. You can go ahead and delete the original recording in OBS. And look at the images, and you can delete the first few ones that all look familiar. For example, I'll delete all of these ones at the start, and at the end over here, let's see, these ones. That way it'll make sure to not confuse the next app. You can now close Blender and open Meshroom. Now in Meshroom, this part's probably easy enough, you won't need another tutorial. All you have to do in here is select either all the images or the folder the images are in, put it in here, wait for it to load. To that, you'll see them all. And if you have default OBS settings, you should see this red little camera symbol in the top left corner. That's normal because we don't have a real camera, we're using OBS. So what we're gonna do is go on the bottom here, click on this cell right here, then up here, click this one. And I put these settings here. I don't know if these are the default ones, but these usually work for me. Hey, it's future me talking. So just to make sure that my map stays up to date, I might add these to keep it more precise. So if you do see these ones in the map, you have to go and click in feature extraction, and on the side here, you have to click CC tag 3, and then you have to run it. And now we're ready for the long part. This can take up to 30 minutes to 3 hours depending on your computer. Personally, it takes me about 1 hour. Next up, you have to go up here and click save. And I suggest saving it in the folder where you have everything. Name it anything. And now for the long part. So be ready. You go up here and you click start. And you wait. So I'm gonna start. Wait, not now. And hold on. Wait a minute. All right. Hey Google, what year is it?
You said 2068.
It's finally done. So obviously the model's not going to be the best. I'm still going to add like different scan types, maybe one with like more cameras or something like that. But now when the scan is done, you can get the models by going into whatever folder you saved to, going to Meshroom cache, and in there you have to go in either one of these folders depending on what you want. Yeah. It's pretty much it.